Maldives Business Opportunities Guide to Investing in the Maldives by Mohammed Sani. Investing in the Maldives. Whether you are considering business expansion or new Southeast Asian investment opportunities, Maldives should be top of mind as your investment destination of choice. Both the economy and business of Maldives are in a state of development. The Maldives economy is growing at an average of over 6 to 8% since the last 2 decades. Tourism forms the cornerstone of the economy of Maldives and is worth more than 60% of the foreign exchange earned by the state. Along with the low levels of inflation, the improvements in the Human Development Index, the gradual progression in balance of payment position, and the dynamic private sector, Maldives has become the most attractive investment place among the Southeast Asian countries. Why invest in Maldives? Maldives boasts multiple advantages and unparalleled potential, a place where businesses can achieve excellence on a global scale. Some of the positive factors which help Maldives in attracting foreign investment are trust, integrity, quality, reliability, productivity, a strong legal system. Knowledge, knowledge-based manufacturing and service, a thought and information hub, commitment to education and skills. Connected, physical connectivity as well as people and business networks. Life, a peaceful place to live, work, and learn. Incentives for foreign investors. Investing allows foreigners the right of 100% ownership. Legally supported investment guaranteed. Provision for overseas arbitration of disputes. Long-term lease of land for large-scale projects. Foreigners are allowed to use their own managerial, technical, and unskilled workers. No restrictions on foreign exchange. Freedom to repatriate profits and capital proceeds. Exemption of import duty on raw materials. How to invest? As per the law pertaining to foreign investments in the Maldives, a foreigner, government, national, body, incorporated outside the Maldives may invest in accordance with the terms of this law of the Maldives. When investing in Maldives, the foreign business may opt to enter Maldives either by one of the following 2 options. Setting up an investment wholly owned by foreigners, i.e., by registering investments whose ownership of 51% or whole held by foreigners or entities incorporated outside of the Maldives. Forming a joint venture with a Maldivian company or nationals, i.e., by registering a joint venture investments whose ownership of 51% or more is held by a Maldivian or wholly owned Maldivian entities incorporated in the Maldives. Foreign investment may be made in Maldives in accordance with Section 3 hereof in the Ministry of Tourism if the investment is in tourism, and the Ministry of Trade and Industries in all other investments. After signing an agreement and having the investment duly registered in the Ministry of Trade and Industries. The nature and the areas of any foreign investment that could so be made in the Republic of Maldives shall be decided by the Ministry of Tourism, should the investment be tourism-related, and by the Ministry of Trade and Industries in all other investments. The said investments shall have a capital acceptable to the government of the Republic of Maldives. What has been approved so far? Although not exclusive, the following lists out investments that has been already approved by the government and hence would be speedier in approvals provided the relevant requirements are observed. 1. Financial consultancy. 2. Auditing services. 3. Insurance services. 4. Water sports activities. 5. Commercial diving, salvage. 6. Domestic air transport services. 7. Catering services for airlines. 8. Big game fishing. 9. Technical support services, i.e. photocopies, elevators, ATM machines, etc. 10. Manufacturing of garments. 11. Water production, bottling, and distribution. 12. Consultancy in public relation, editorial, advertising, and translation services. 13. Packing and distribution of cement. 14. general sales agency, passenger sales agency, and cargo sales agency for airlines and shipping lines. 15. Spa operations and management. 16. Water treatment plant. 17. Boat building. 18. Software development and related support services. 19. Domestic maritime ferry services. 20. Financial leasing services. 21. Fish processing activities. 22. Traditional medical services. 23. Production of underwater photography, videography, and postcards. 24. Block ice making. 25. Specialty restaurants. 26. Professional business valuation services. 27. Flying school. 28. IT system integration and implementation services. Note: approvals for investments on the positive list are subject to relevant regulatory approvals where applicable. A. Of those foreign parties referred to in Section 1A of this law, only a bank or a government recognized by the government of the Republic of Maldives, or a person or body whose financial status is either guaranteed by a bank or such institution, or is acceptable to the government of the Republic of Maldives, may invest in the Republic of Maldives. B. An investment made in the Republic of Maldives will be permitted to carry on operations and activities for the full one term of the agreement if there is compliance with the law on foreign investments in the Republic of Maldives, and such investments will be duly facilitated by the government of the Republic of Maldives. C. Capital belonging to an investment would be permitted to be taken out of the country in a manner to be agreed on by the parties. D. If the investment operations in the Republic of Maldives be such that local raw materials could be used, such items shall be obtained and in the process, provided, however, where suitable materials for the processes are not obtainable in sufficient quantities locally, they may obtain from outside the Republic of Maldives. Though foreigners are allowed to take up employment in those cases where non-Maldivians become extremely necessary, it is highly recommended that Maldivian nationals shall be employed in investments in the Republic of Maldives. F. If the items produced by the investment are a requirement of the Maldivian people, a percentage of the production shall, if necessary, be required to be marketed in the Republic of Maldives in a manner to be agreed to by both parties. G. The profits from investing in Maldives may be repatriated back to host country under the terms of the agreement in the law. How to apply. Foreign investors going for option 1, where they form a joint venture with a Maldivian national or company, will be communicated by the Maldivian government within 10 working days. Those selecting option 2, where the business is wholly owned by foreign firms, will be communicated within 30 working days by submissions. Submissions. 1. If any of the shareholders of the investing company is an individual, a photocopy of the passport data page and the permanent address must be submitted. 2. If any of the shareholding of the investing company is a legal entity other than a public company, please submit the photocopy of the passport data page and the permanent address of each of the shareholders of the legal entity. 3. Photocopy of passport of each of the shareholders of the proposed investing company. 4. A bank reference or a reference letter from a reputable bank must be submitted for each of the shareholders of the proposed investing company. 5. If the investing entity is a company, a resolution of the board of directors of the company confirming their decision to invest in the proposed project is to be applied. Project feasibility report must be applied, including the following documents: detailed review of the main components and the activities of the proposed investment project. Project's financial statement, including the balance sheet, profit and loss account, and the cash flow statements for the first 5 years of operations. Feasibility indicators, including NPV, IRR, payback period. The main assumptions underlying the financial projections, including cost, revenue, market, and other non-financial. Assumptions, if any. Phasing plan of the investment along with the detailed phasing of the main capital infrastructure investments. Financial plan for the investment including details of debt and equity financing. HR plan including labor requirement for commencing operations under the investment with the breakdown of local and foreign labor classified by occupation and the details of wages and benefits accruing to labor. Localization plan, highlighting the training scheme for local labor and a replacement schedule for foreign labor. Draft of the Articles of Association and the Memorandum of Association of the entity proposing to undertake the investment. Letter of the authority or power of attorney for contact person, if applicable, must be submitted. A copy of the signed joint venture agreement between the JV partners of the proposed investment in the Maldives. What is the cost? Royalty. The government of the Republic of Maldives refrained from duty and tax investments on foreign investors. However, businesses are entitled to pay an annual royalty to the government with regard to the investment option they had chosen. Those foreign investment entities whose ownership is at least 51% of held by Maldivians or wholly owned Maldivian entities incorporated in the Maldives are obliged to pay an annual royalty akin to 1.5% of gross turnover or 7.5% of net profit, whichever is greater. Those foreign investment entities in which less than 51% of the ownership is held by Maldivians or wholly owned by Maldivian entities are obliged to pay an annual royalty akin to 3% of gross turnover or 50% net profit, whichever is greater. Upon submission of all relevant documents by the investors, all companies incorporated in Maldives are entitled to pay fees to the registrar of company as followed. Annual fee of $156 approximate. Stamp fee of $39 approximate. Company registration fee depending on the authorized registration fee capital of the company. Minimum authorized capital of $156 approximate is required by law. An administration fee of $2,000. Note: re-registration of a company in the Maldives or re-registration of a company resident overseas in the Maldives are all free of charge. Thank you for watching this presentation. Do you have any questions? Are you interested in investing in the Maldives? Our team of financial and legal experts will help clarify all questions you have, and also provide invaluable information in relation to the best investment options in the Maldives. Please contact the following details for further information. Email mohammedsani@gmail.com or call or Viber or WhatsApp on 00960 779 4366.